Howdy everybody. Today we're doing another vintage cube draft, and today we're going to be trophy hunting, which means our goal is to get a trophy. Well, that's kind of our goal every time, but this time in particular, we really want it, so we're going to be eschewing fun in favor of power. With that in mind, I think one of the better cards in the cube is Gilded Drake. You can generally just find a way to disrupt what your opponent's doing in a way that's really good for you. Also, Infernal Grasp and Ravenous Chupacabra. Given the circumstances, I'm going to take the Gilded Drake. Now we have some very strong cards. The strongest cards in the pack are Toxic Choice, Wrist, Upgrade, and History of Benalia. If we end up in mono white, History of Benalia is obviously quite powerful. If we don't end up mono white, the most powerful card in the pack is probably Grist or the Land. I've been very happy with Grist every single time I play it, so I think I'm going to take that here, although there's an easy argument for Toxic Choice. Now we have Fast Bond, Exhume, Vraska, Force of Will, and Tolarian Academy. Tolarian Academy is a strong card, but there is a problem. There aren't really that many artifacts in the cube that you can pump out really quickly without fast mana. And unfortunately for us, once again we did not open up power. So instead, we're probably looking at the Scavenging Ooze, the Force of Will, or the Vraska. Or perhaps the Exhume. I don't think Exhume is where I want to be. I think I'd rather the Vraska. Yeah, we'll just take Vraska. Now we have Through the Breach, as well as Suspicious Stowaway, and Steam Vents. So if we do end up doing some reanimation stuff, Suspicious Stowaway is marginally better, but I think Through the Breach gives us the highest chance of kind of working our way into a win condition. Now there's a Dismember, an Elder Gargaroth, and a Phyrexian Revoker as the best cards in the pack in my opinion. Karmic Guide is fine. I think here we're supposed to take either the Phyrexian Revoker or the Dismember. We'll take the Dismember. Now we have a Bitter Blossom. I'm pretty sure that's better than the rest of these cards. Although Duretti is good, I think Bitter Blossom is better for us right now. And there's an Ashiok. Well, I mean, Ashiok's a very good card, and we are looking like we're headed in the direction of some kind of Sultai. We'll take the Ashiok. Then we have Rafine's Tower, which is an island swamp, as well as Mesmeric Fiend. Mesmeric Fiend is very good, but I'm going to take the land. Now we have Chupacabra, as well as Infernal Grasp. I think we have enough stuff in this area to kind of insulate us from things. I think we're going to take the Infernal Grasp as a cheap removal spell that we can leverage, and then immediately play Planeswalker afterwards. Here, none of these cards do anything for us, but there's a chance that we can make Progenitus work somehow. We're just not playing any of this other stuff. Sedgemoor Witch is solid enough. I think it has a higher chance of making the deck than any of the other cards. Now we have the best card in the pack is, well, for us anyway, is Restoration Angel, I have to imagine. Relatively playable off of a splash, and it just ambushes things pretty well. When you have Planeswalkers, cards like that go up big time because your opponent has to start turning things sideways. Don't really have that many creatures, so I don't think we're going to be playing this. Now we have a choice between Braids and Iona. We're going to take the Braids. We have a MOX, so we will be taking that. What we're looking to get back is Bayou, Green Sun Zenith, Bone Shredder, or Deceiver Exarch, although I don't think I'm getting any of those things back. Now we have Marsh Flats, which does get Rafine's Tower, and a Blooming Marsh. As much as I'm fond of Brazen Borrower, and Blooming Marsh, and Narset for sure, I think we're going to take the Marsh Flats. Well, now this is interesting. We have a Through the Breach and an Emrakul. The only other cards that really leap out to me are Natural Order, which isn't really that good with our lack of green creatures, Leovold, which we don't have any wheels or any way to really punish our opponent. I think we're just going to, well, there's also a library. There's a chance that someone doesn't take the library. There's no chance someone doesn't take the Emrakul. So we'll take the Emrakul. Additionally, library does become worse in a 3-color deck, since you're having to play more greedy mana bases. It's generally better to have more stuff that's not colorless. The more colorless lands you play, the more at risk you are of just straight up not being able to cast your spells. Now we have Phantasmal Image, as well as this stuff. We're not casting either of these for sure, and we don't have any reanimation spells, and we don't really have any discard outlets. I think Kaito is a fine card. However, Phantasmal Image I think is better. So we'll take the Phantasmal Image. Now we have a Blightsteel Colossus, which is also something that we can Through the Breach. We also have Xander's Lounge, which is an island swamp. That would be our second island swamp. That is also a mountain. Considering we only have the Through the Breach, I think right here we take the Xander's Lounge. Now we have Zagoth Triumph, which is perfect. Otherwise, it's Sylvan Library or Pestermite. Not gonna lie, I'd really like to take a Pestermite here, but we already passed a Deceiver Exarch, as well as a Conscripts. So I think the ship's kind of sailing on that. We're gonna take this instead of Sylvan. Well, there's a Kiki Jiki. There's also an Ulamog. I really don't like that we're just straight up passing Twin to our opponents. But we're never, ever casting Kiki. The best hope we have is Through the Breach, and that is not good. So we're going to take the Ulamog. Now we have Shark Typhoon, Una's Prowler. Una's Prowler gives us outs to get Shallow Grave, which is a secondary game plan to Through the Breach. Alternatively, there is Shark Typhoon, and Whisperwood Elemental, I guess. To a lesser extent, Utopia Sprawl. I think I'm going to take the Una Sprawler. Then we have Green Sun Zenith, as well as a Jetmir's Garden, and a Magus. We're not taking Magus. I wish I could take Lelia because the card's busted. We'll just take the Green Sun Zenith. Although, the only thing we can get with it right now is Grist. It's good to know. It's very good to know, actually. We'll just take the Jetmir's Garden. Now we're looking at Inferno Titan. Ghost Rider's not actually good for us. Currently, we do have a Through the Breach, and that does sacrifice. So we'll take this. Now we have Leovold comes back. And we also have Garrick and Natural Order. Now that we have the Natural Order, we're incentivized to pick up some green creatures. But I think Leovold's probably better. Is it better than Garrick, though? I don't know. Probably not. We'll take it. Now we have Jiraga Tree Speaker and Dryad. I think we're going to take the Dryad. Just lets us cast our spells easily. And then, well, we're not playing any of these cards. Put this in the sideboard as a meme. Metagloom Command has a reasonable chance of making the deck, so we'll start it in the sideboard. Oblivion Stone, okay. No power in the third pack. We do, however, have a Shallow Grave. Well, we're going to take the Shallow Grave. I think it is just by far the best game plan we have, considering we have Ulamog Emrakul. Now we have Scalding Tarn and Watery Grave, as well as Ashen Rider. So, we have Shallow Grave and Through the Breach. How are our lands looking? We do have 5 lands. However, 4 of them are triomes. Not ideal. What does Tarn get us? Tarn gets us this, and this, and that, and that. While Scalding Tarn does get every single thing we wanted to get, so we will take that. Now we have Force, Karn, Time Spiral, Splinter Twin. Well, our opponent's just going to get everything they want here. Although notably, they did not first pick the Twin, so it's not directly the person to our left, unless there was power in the pack, which, I guess that would make sense, if they took the power instead. Not much sense, depending on the power, but yeah. Now we have Terastodon, which is not as good with Through the Breach or Shallow Grave. We have a Metamorph or a Fatal Push. I think we're going to take the Metamorph. Now we have Demonic Tutor, Snuff Out, and Assassin's Trophy. Well, I think I'm going to take the Assassin's Trophy or the Glenalendra. Do we take the Demonic Tutor? I guess we do have some combo stuff happening. Yeah, I guess we will take that. Now we have an interesting one to choose from. We have Shriekmaw, Consecrated Sphinx. I don't think we can afford to play the Consecrated Sphinx, but I don't think the Acidic Slime does anything. And I don't think Shriekmaw is especially good. It's fine. We'll take the Sphinx. Then we have Smuggler's Copter, which is great with Gilded Drake, Bitter Blossom, Una's Prowler, Dryad, Grist. We have enough creatures, I think, to make that work. We also have Pack Rat, which is a really, really, really bad discard outlet. I think we'll take the Smuggler's Copter. Now we have Grief and Beseiju, and then Windswept Teeth. Well, I think we're going to take the Grief because Hand Disruption is at a premium. As much as I'd like Beseiju, and I think it's a very good card, we're going to take the Grief. Yeah, Grief's the game plan. Can we play the Gold Guns command? Probably, but I don't think it's worth. We have a Maelstrom Pulse, and a Custodial Lich and an Arbor Elf. How many forests do we have? That's a forest. That's not. That's not. That is. I don't think that's good enough. I think we're gonna play the Custodial Lich if we're gonna play any of these, or maybe the Maelstrom Pulse. Hmm. Play the Lich. And we have Crucible. We do have two fetches. Is that enough? Is Wishclaw Talisman enough? Or is it just Bone Shards? That's a good question. Can't cast the Teferi. Not realistically, anyway. It's not pesky. We're just in the dark gonna take the Wishclaw, although I don't think it's gonna get played. Now we have the Questing Beast, which is an insane magic card. Skyclave Shade, and some stuff. So we're just going to, well, we can play the Olivia, but it's not really good for us. We'll just move this to the deck and be happy with it. Now we have Smokestack and Fatal Push. So for Smokestack, we have Bitter Blossom, Grist, Bitter Blossom, and Grist, and that's it. We'll just take the Fatal Push. Silent Clearing, and a bunch of stuff we can't cast. Yeah, we'll take the Silent Clearing. Kogla, Acidic Slime. Guess Acidic Slime is a sideboard card, although this is probably a better sideboard card. Geist and Sword. We do have some stuff that might make Sword okay, so we'll take that. Giver of Runes we're not playing. Well, that was certainly an interesting drafting portion. Now we have a lot of decisions to make. So for things that loot, we have Smuggler's Copter, we have Una's Prowler, we have... That's really about it. So we're kind of leaning hard on the Demonic Tutor, and to a lesser extent the Wishclaw. I don't think the Wishclaw makes it. Question is which of these stays and which of these goes. We're at 33 cards. 7 lands brings us down to 26 cards. That means 3 cuts. What are the 3 worst cards in the deck? I mean, it's hard to say. All of these cards are so good. Too many good cards, so little time. Witherbloom Command is also good, but we've chosen to sideboard that for now. Also Mills, but it doesn't loot. It does destroy an enchantment or artifact or something as well. So I think it might just be better than like Fatal Push. But it is a sorcery. Don't think it's worth. We have 14 creatures, but realistically, these 4 are not getting equipped with a sword. So it's 10, and then Bitter Blossom and Grist. that create creatures. So 12. Yeah, I think the Smuggler's Copter's fine. Hmm. Gilded Drake stays. Bitter Blossom stays. Infernal Grasp stays. Una's Prowlers are discard outlet. Dismember's good enough. Is Ryad good enough? Has to be, right? Just speeds us up. Makes our mana perfect. Raids might not be it. Artifact, creature, or land. It does hit the opponent first. Think we're likely to take out the Custody Lich. Then we'll take out. It's got to be one of these twos or one of these threes. All the Leobold does is insulate us against removal spells and turn off our opponent's card draw. Even so, I think that's worth. Woodfall Primus is only good with Through the Reach and with the Shallow Grave, and even then it's not that good, so I think I do put that up. Brings us down to 24 in a MOX. Can't play 16 lands MOX, can we? Is Ashiok good enough? It is a removal spell in its own. Well, it's not a removal spell. It's literally not. Yeah, I think that can stay. Yeah, we need to get a move on. We're blowing through some time here. I'd like to play the Braids because I think it'll be good with some of the stuff we have. But upon closer reflection, it's only really good with Bitter Blossom and Grist. But that might be good enough as is. Gilded Drake, I think, is just good enough. I think it's a very powerful card. Every time I've cast it, I've been pretty happy. Consecrated Sphinx is just a castable. Inexpensive castable, but a castable. Okay, so I think we can run 24 and 16 lands at a MOX. We just have to be aware of how greedy we are with our mana. If we don't play any mountains, what does that leave us? Gilded Drake and Phantasmal Adventure are not the kind of blue cards you want to cast on turn 2, so I think I'm more comfortable putting in an extra green source. But we're going to read through it anyway and see what it looks like. Move the swamps over here. Move the islands and the forests over here. We have, as far as islands, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 blue sources. It's not super ideal. We might have to cut a swamp here. We'll see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I think that's our cut. 1, 2, 3. We have forest, 4, 5, 6. 7. Okay, so yeah, I think that is the cut. We add in an island. Was it island or was it swamp? We cut a swamp, so we're adding an island. Alright, we'll save, and we'll see y'all in the games. Okay, so we're in game 1. We have lost the die roll. However, we have a pretty good hand. We're going to play out their Fiend's Tower on turn 1. Actually, we'll play out the Marsh Flats. Because the Marsh Flats can go and get us the best trial. We're fellows, huh? Fine by me. We are going to get the triome. We're going to untap, play Ravine's Tower, and kill it. And we're not going to cast the Grief. We play the Ravine's Tower, or do we play the Jetmare's Garden? We'll play this. We'll say no thanks to the Rafellos and be perfectly content with our life total starting at 15 as a price to pay. Oh, Soul Ring, alright. Simic Signet, good golly. Well, we might just be using Grief this turn anyway. Um, I'm not fond of what's going on over there. We have green, we have black. This turn I think we have to have blue. We'll start with playing out this. Then we're going to do the thing. Yeah, I think this is fine. Put that on first. Hydroid Crisis, Solar of Temptation. That's fine. We'll take the Hydroid Crisis. And we just won't play into the Solar. This is really good pressure. They don't have anything going on. So I think it was very correct of us to, what's that? Walking Ballista? Well, that's not really a wombo combo, but play an island. They just got a raw dog with Sower. That would certainly be interesting. Opposition. Okay. Yeah, I mean, opposition doesn't do anything for them right now. Smuggler's Copter, huh? They're gonna exile some cards. Get an Elvish Mystic. Okay. Going to play out the Copter this turn. Question is, do we play the Rafine's Tower or not? I think we do. Copter, pass turn. They're on Sower and one unknown card. And the unknown card's a land. I'm just going to play out the Sower. Unfortunately for our opponent, that's very bad since we now get to play Leovold. Yeah, no activation. And we have a Fatal Push just in case. Well, we're not going to get the Elvish Mystic, we're just going to keep doing this. Okay. Alright. Sure. They can hit that for 2 if they want to. Problem is, then they have to immediately do something else this turn. Arderoth has just shaped up much better than theirs has. Okay. Um, Tireless Tracker Wall of Roots. Hmm. Yeah. Yes, please. I'll discard a forest, hit my opponent, play out a forest, I guess. Pass the turn. Go ahead, opponent. That's not good. That means that they're blanking again. Although at this point they've only drawn 6 lands, and we've drawn more than that. Phantasmal Image, huh? Does that just destroy them? Kind of. But we're gonna up this again. Ignoble Hierarch. Yeah, I think we do this first. Yes, please. Crew 1, crew with that. Combat. Swing both. I'd love to draw a card. We'll discard a swamp. Play out a Tarn. Pass turn. Right now they're just losing on every possible metric. They played an opposition that doesn't do anything. They played a bunch of mana ramp that doesn't do anything. They got their one payoff. Thought seized away by the grief. At the perfect turn to do it. And that's the game, as expected. Okay, so they have a soul ring. Then they have some stuff to do. So we're going to bring in the Witherbloom command. I think Fatal Push is okay. Maybe they have some stuff I didn't see. Hard to know for sure. Take out the Dryad. It doesn't look like our mana's that strained. And Fatal Push, Demonic Tutor, Infernal Grasp, Witherbloom, Shallow Grave, Dismember. So that's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things that would trigger the Sedgemoor Witch. Yeah, I think I just run it back like this. Alright, see y'all in the game. This is a very interesting hand. I think I do keep it, but it's not the best. Time will tell how good or bad it is. Ignoble Hierarch. I think we're gonna Mox Jet that turn 1. Scalding Tarn. Play Mox. Fatal Push. Pass turn. Get ready to crack. Green Suns for 1. Okay. Do we just get our own birds? I don't know. Probably. Or is it just better to get whatever they make? Oh, never mind. We don't have to make a choice. The choice has been made for us by the Infernal Grasp. Now they're in some serious danger because if they kept 2 lands and 2 1-drops, they might not have any other mana sources. Well, turns out they do, but they don't have anything else to do. So we're just going to untap and play braids. And, well, life's going to start getting rough for somebody. It's just a matter of who and when. Oh, yeah, braids. They can't take the braids, so they get out of the kitchen and counterspell it. That is A-okay with me. We're going to pass the turn. See if they give us something to Phantasmal Image. Nope. We do draw a land. I think I do play it because we're like one blue source away from getting the Consecrated Sphinx. And that's good enough for me. For all they know, we're holding up like Force of Will or something. Tapped Breeding Pool. Wow, do they really have not anything to play here? Interesting. Some Marsh Flats. Does that get us something? Let's find out. Xander's Lounge. Yeah, Island Mountain. Lets us cast a Consecrated Sphinx next turn. Yeah, what do they got? Wall of Fruits? Well, that doesn't really frighten me. Okay, that's a Demonic Tutor. So, if we play out the Consecrated Sphinx this turn, and they counter it, we can Demonic Tutor next turn if we draw land for Through the Reach and get them, maybe, off of the Xander's Lounge. So I think this turn we do try Consecrated Sphinx. If they have a counterspell, so be it. Mana Drain? That is a big counterspell. Pretty bad for me, but they might pay for it next turn, that's for sure. We have to find out what they're going to cast with this. Is it just Toski? Sure. That's not going to do anything. Nothing else? Oh, no way. Alright, well, we will play a Smuggler's Copter. We will play a Phantasmal Image. Well, did we just do this first? Through the Reach. Phantasmal Image. Toski. Okay. We will crew. Okay. We will block. And we will loot Island to the Graveyard. Pretty happy with that exchange, all things considered. And now we Through the Breach in Emrakul. Ta-da! The Aristocrats. Please sacrifice 6 permanents. Whew. Well, that's certainly aggressive, isn't it? Now we can play a Vraska, but the problem is we don't really have a perfect way to get rid of the Toski. They go down to a nice healthy 5, which is fine. All of my stuff gets shuffled right back in. So we're back up to 32 cards in deck. And they draw land. Must be nice. And a spell? What? Green suns for 1? Understandable. Yeah, you did get there. You did get there, buddy. So I do think that we kill the Vraska here. We kill with the Vraska. Because this is only damage to a player. Or we can sacrifice a land. But I think killing's better. Okay. We don't need a lot here. If we can attack twice with a Smuggler's Copter, we win the game. They do attack there, so they miss out on the card. We draw a Questing Beast. Yeah. Questing Beast is okay. Combat. Pass turn. We don't really have a reason to block with the Questing Beast, so we will block with the Smuggler's Copter. 3 cards, and that's a win for us. That's why you play Questing Beast. You're gonna jump right back into it, no time to wait, just time to play. See y'all in the second match. Well, we have lost the die roll again, but this time we have an okay-ish hand, I guess. It's not that good, really. We'll keep it, though. Off of the strength of the Vraska and the Fatal Push and the Phyrexian Metamorph, which are all very good cards. Only question is, do they make us use the Fatal Push turn 1? Nope. Fine by me. Well, that's certainly a card, isn't it? We're going to play out the Scalding Tarn. We're going to pass here and see what happens. Ulamog, the Infinite Gyro. Unfortunately for our opponent, we are aiming to play as many Gyros as possible. Kroxa? Sure, we'll just take 3. But we can't just take 3. We have to discard. This is an island. We're about to go get an island. And we'll discard the swamp. Sure. Take a little bit of damage. No matter. We will go get something here, and it'll be Zagoth Triumph. Zagoth Triumph. We'll play Rafine's Tower. Okay. Marshflats. You just play that too? Yes. Yeah. Even helps us keep up the big Fatal Push. And so far, our opponent is content to cast a Lightning. Bad Lightning. That maybe sometime later they can get back. Bob Nixilis, huh? That is a good one. They get a 1-1, okay. We're gonna do this, and the question is, do we kill that or not? Chetmir's Garden or this? We're gonna Chetmir's Garden, since we already have Or Fiend's Tower, which is going to have a third black source. And we don't kill that. Ooh, we do, however, play a Dryad. Dryad's real nice here. Speeds us up a little bit. Pretty happy to play out the Fiend's Tower. Now we're just coasting by. They can have us lose 2. They can even attack with this if they want to. They might even just kill the Dryad. But I don't think that's a big deal. Yeah, sure, I'll lose 2 life. Char? Okay. You know, your life ain't worth a thing if you don't spend it, right? Okay. Questing Beast? Good old green. Fiend's Tower. Yeah, we sure do. Okay. Don't mind me while I quest it up. Combat. Attack them. Kill the Planeswalker. And have the Questing Beast back home. Yeah, the card's pretty good. The card is pretty good, I'd say. Kind of demands removal. Nothing? That doesn't seem good for them. God, what do we even do? So, there's Vraska, which is fine. There's Demonic Tutor for something. Like Through the Breach. I think Through the Breach would be not the worst. I think any road starts with just attacking with Questing Beast. They're not going to block, and now I think we just Demonic Tutor. They're not going to do anything, and we're not going to do anything. We'll just be in a holding pattern for a little while. Actually, is Shallow Grave just better? Guess it can be. Yeah, we'll get Through the Breach. Yeah, do what you gotta do, buddy. Sure. It's pretty far away from being good enough on this board, but not gonna stop them from casting it. Do we Fatal Push? I feel like we Fatal Push. Bye-bye. Really? Oh my god, that would have owned us. They're gonna feel really stupid if we draw land. Oh, we don't. Fuck. So close. Well, we're going to play the Leovold. That's for sure. Now, if they have any kind of random removal spell, we do just we at least get our card back on that. Now we pass turn. Don't really have anything we want to do. So, oh no. Do they do it? They don't do it. Okay. Ooh, that was close. That was close. What? They just want a treasure? Okay. I'll block. This like a damnation or something? I'm telling you, that was the greediest spell pierce I've ever seen. Croxa? No, they can't Croxa. Croxa's 6, right? Yep. 5? Okay. They don't have 5 things in there? Whew. Oh, oh, God. Why would you do this? This is so fucking bad. Oh my God. I don't know. Raska. That's so bad. And what do they think? They got something back? No, they dealt two and made me discard. Okay. So they need exactly counterspell. We don't even have to show them the Ulamog or the Through the Breach? Hmm. We show them the MOX. We show them the Bitter Blossom. Combat? If they have, like, Pestermite, does that do it? It can't. They can only make, like, 5 of them? Exactly 5? Miscalc? Oh, well, that would have countered my spell. Okay, they got 2 cards. Let's see what they are. Oh, and it has Summoning Sickness? I keep forgetting that it has Summoning Sickness. Yeah, then they're just, like, dead, aren't they? Time Warp? Croaksa. Okay, sure. Um, we'll get rid of the Phyrexian Metamorph. We don't want to show them these cards if we don't have to. Damn. What you got? Blunderlander Archmage. Hmm. Well, we can Shallow Grave the Phyrexian Metamorph, or we can Shallow Grave something here. It's specific. It's going to be Phantasmal Image if we do that. So they must block here necessarily. And then I think we Shallow Grave now. Is it cleanup step? Next end step. Okay. Yeah. Only have 1 card in the grave now. It's fine. Sure. What you got? So I don't want to show them this package if I don't have to. That's why I'm doing things the way that I am. I know it seems a little bit greedy, but like them knowing what we do and don't have is the difference between a strategy winning and a strategy losing. And if we need to, we can like get this questing beast back or something at any time. So I'm not like terribly concerned. Sacrifice? Yeah, it does sacrifice, doesn't it? Fair enough. So I think we do have to shallow grave and block. Nope, we don't. Okay, they concede. Our game plan is preserved. We don't have to look at anything going on with our package. Our package is secure. They didn't see the shallow grave. They didn't see through the breach. They didn't see the Ulamog or the EMRAKUL. All they saw was a bunch of stuff. A bunch of good stuff. A bunch of generally good black and blue and green cards. So what was good? Where the bloom seemed fine, I guess. Wait, did it seem fine? I actually forgot what they were doing. They do have some counter spells. I think we just run it back like this and see if we can win again. This hand is good, actually. We have Xander's Lounge. We can play an Una's Prowler on turn 2 or Phantasmal Image. Sure. Well, they've unmulliganed. They've unmulliganed plus, actually. Yeah, I think we just play out the Tarn. Pass turn, go and get our best land. I go to 9. They need to use 2 cards this turn. They do. Fair enough, I guess. I think we will play out the Phantasmal Image and make our own. Interesting. Leave this out. Outlaw 2. No, I think that ours is better. Okay. Ooh, well, that's certainly something I have to kill. Interesting. I think we attack first. See what we're working with. Hmm. I think we can discard the braids. I think that their board is better for braids than mine is. We're going to play out the Infernal Grasp now. They can't daze us. Play out the Xander's Lounge. Pass the turn like this. Next turn, we can play the Una's Prowler and a Bitter Blossom. They choose to discard nothing. Okay. Fine by me, I guess. Una's Prowler Bitter Blossom sets us up for the most stuff because it turns on the Ulamog and the Grist. So that's a lot of stuff all at once. Not really concerned with this. Are they gonna pass? Because if they pass, we get first dibs on the suspicious stowaway. Pia and Kieran. Well, that's actually at an all-time low thanks to the things I'm casting next turn. So, fine by me. We will play out the swamp. Ooh, let's undo. I think we do attack first. There's always a chance we draw something better. And if we don't, we can just discard the forest. Interesting. Xander's Lounge is a mountain. Yeah, I think we'll discard the forest anyway. Appropriate amount of greed. We'll play a Bitter Blossom. We'll play an Una's Prowler. Oh yeah, they know what's up. They see the cards now. They can have that. Ooh, notably, that is going to deal with our reflection of Kiki-Jiki makes that a bit problematic. Wait, non-legendary? Yeah, never mind. They can make a suspicious stowaway. So there's an argument for us killing that. They can keep looting. We're gonna do the same. Lenolendra, sure. Marsh Flats. Marsh Flats is a 5th land. I think we do play it, and I think we do attack. Just with this. Now do we Phyrexian Metamorph the reflection of Kiki-Jiki? Or do we do the Glenolendra because we can activate it? Or do we just do the Pia and Kieran? Pia and Kieran is not bad. And we do actually have the mana to punish them with our tokens. That's pretty good. To start throwing some damage around. They do have the reflection of Kiki-Jiki, but next turn that shouldn't be a concern. They only attack for 1? Sure, that's fine with me. Pretty far away from being afraid of that right now. Like, they have infinity cards, I'm not really concerned. Discard Mesphiend? What the fuck? That's a bold strategy. I have no idea what they're trying to do, but I really can't envision a world where discarding hand interaction is the best thing you can do. Sure. We'll crack this. Go get a last trial. Okay. Tap. We get that. And we draw an Ashiok, huh? We have so many flying creatures. Yeah, I think we will cast the Grist. Please, sacrifice your Glenalindra, I dare you. Maybe they have mana leak? They're thinking. Maybe they're trying to activate it and they don't have anything to activate because it's a creature. Alright. We're going to sacrifice a creature. We will sacrifice. Okay. I think one of the ways that they've run away with this game is, wait, what the fuck? Oh, this can't transform. Whoopsie. Sure. You got it, buddy. Yeah. As advertised. Well, we're gonna attack with that, of course. We're gonna get ourselves a Swamperino, and we will in fact discard the swamp. I do not think it does enough. Bye-bye. Tokens can't persist. Alright, they do have a lot of lands. They discarded 3 as well. They only have 18 cards left in deck. Well, we are on a time limit here. Fortunately for us, we have an ace up our sleeve or two. They have... oh, that's sure. It's fine. Now they have only the Glenalindra for flying creatures. And they're tapping more mana. Okay. Nighthawk Scavenger, huh? Alrighty. What I would like to draw is a Shallow Grave. That was not a Shallow Grave. But it is a card, and we can discard it to Suspicious Stowaway if we need to. So I think we're going to start out with attack for 1 here. I would love to draw a card. And I would love for it to not be a land. Discard this. Oof. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, we're about equal there. But the problem is, I'm losing the game on board. We will play out the Ashiok, because there is a chance that they actually do something about it. Like sacrifice it. Okay. I'm okay with that. I'd really like to win this game. Obviously, we have a third one in the bank if necessary, but, like, I don't like this, that's for sure. I feel like for the most part we have actually dealt with the threats that are important. We can discard a card to make that trade. It's not good. Yeah, we'll just block with this, this, and this. If they kill one, we get blown out. I guess I should have blocked with 4. Whoopsie. They don't, so that's fine. Infinity cards in hand. They're gonna shock. Okay. Guess I have an 8 mana play. Or they just don't care about their life total. Scarab God? Well, that's not good. We have not shown them the Ulamog. Alright, we still have one opportunity or two here, maybe. Drawing mono lands is not going to do it, that's for sure. Yeah, we'll attack with the Suspicious Stowaway, I guess. And no Una's Prowler. Alright. Yeah, it's pretty brutal. A little late to the party, that would have been good a few turns ago, but sadly here it is not enough. You can see the game, begin the sideboard. So, against what they have going, that Kikijiki is pretty annoying. We can kill it with Witherbloom Command. Well, no, we can't, it's 3 mana. Can't kill the creatures either. Maybe Smuggler's Copter comes out, and Footfall Primus comes in at the top end. Then we take Sedgemoor Witch instead of something. -3, -1. Kills the looter, but I don't know if it's better than anything. We'll just try to play it like this. We would love to play first. Okay, well, we have some cards. Xander's Lounge, just missing some green mana. We'll keep it. It's not the best, but it's okay. Alright, turn 2 Bitter Blossom. Shallow Grave Gilded Drake is actually pretty good. Gilded Drake. Okay. Girl Forest, that's a pretty good one. Turn 2 Bitter Blossom is ideal. Means that Braids is actually good. Did we keep the Braids out though? I don't know. I think we might have. Which is a shame, it would be absolutely bananas here. Sure. I actually don't have any responses, I should just be passing all the yielding stuff. This Fiend? Sure. Take the Leopold, I assume? Yeah. Otherwise I would have played it this turn. Pretty good. We'll play out the silent clearing, and we'll pass the turn. And I do plan on cracking it. Every game, we can shallow drake it, or gilded drake rather. I think we will sacrifice it and draw a card. Yeah, just another land. Wow, already. We're gonna attack for 1. Then we will drake it up. Thank you. Thirst, okay. Looks like they need lands. Looks like they didn't draw one. Oh, no, they drew their Ancestral Recall. Pretty okay, I guess. Well, we need something. Drawn 7 lands. Kaito, okay. Sure. Really? Okay. Yeah. I mean, if they're not gonna pressure our life total at all, we do have, like, stuff going on. Hmm. Any artifact or creature. Let's see. We can kill the Kaito next turn with the Fairy Rogues. I don't think we attack with the Shaman. We can just get our own Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Start doing busted shit every turn. I think we play on a land. Then we don't do anything as far as attacks. I think we just pass the turn. May not seem like it's that good, especially with them drawing a billion cards. But hey, you know? They can do that, that's fine. Interesting. It's not very good for me. They're content to sit behind a mountain of counterspells with Reflection of Kiki Jiki and Mesmeric Fiend next turn. Thankfully, we do have a big army of flying creatures, so I don't think this is just posturing from them, but I don't have a choice but to try and play into things. They get to choose which counter spell they want to counter it with. Okay, well, I mean, I don't have any way to punish that, so I guess it just fucks me. Not really anything to do about it. Now, the ideal is that they just do Mesfiend, because if they realize that Gilded Drake is much, much, much better for them, well, that'll be bad for me. Avalanche Riders? I'm pretty far beyond caring about that. We still have outs. We just have to draw them. They still get to leave up Spell Pierce. Yeah, this game has unfolded in a rather unfortunate manner. There's nothing we really could have done to change that, though. Sometimes the games just don't work out well. There's an Ulamog. Just need a way to discard it, I guess. We play out the Metamorph. I think we do. We're gonna make a Gilded Drake. Trade it for the Reflection of Kiki-Jiki. I mean, I don't have any other options here. What am I supposed to do? Avalanche Riders? Sure. Doesn't do anything at all. Yeah, that was not important in my game plan. That's really bad for them. What? Okay. Why didn't it sacrifice? I don't understand. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm just missing something. I think we kind of have to block here. Like that. Just soak up the damage. I'm not interested in trying to kill one. We need them to tap out for something that they think will kill us next turn. And then we need to draw exactly like fucking Una's Prowler or something. Pia and Karen. Understandable. Yeah. Well, that's a Nunes Brawler. That's the good news. How can we leverage this? I think we just have to do it, see what happens. Problem is, they just sacrifice things that don't matter, block with a fucking Thopter token. Um, yeah, I think our only real pathway to victory is find a way to make them attack. They're gonna kill that. Understandable. That's fine. So the things that kill us here, if they attack all in pass turn, and they don't have a counterspell, anything that involves them not having a counterspell, and then passing the turn with us alive, means we win. Fuck. Good job. Oh well. Our opponent drew Ancestral. I guess that means we lose. Well, I'll see y'all for the third round. On the draw for the third match in a row. We'll keep it off the strength of the Bitter Blossom and the Phantasmal Image. MOX. MOX would be nice. We've seen that MOX one time. And make no mistake, the time we had it, it was good. But it wasn't as good as every single time my opponents have a MOX, or an Ancestral, or a Black Lotus. Really? Gonna play an Uro? Pretty good, I guess. Yeah, we are gonna crack this. We're gonna go get Zagoth Triumph, play out a Bitter Blossom, playing the fairest magic imaginable. Nice turn 2 Mox Uro on tap with 4 mana. What's next? Time Walk Ancestral. Nice. Wool Beans, the main deck, Pest Infestation to really get me. Okay, we do draw land, but it is tapped, of course. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like I've had pretty bad luck. An Ashiok that doesn't do anything. We are going to cast it, but what are the odds that they just have something to interact with it? Undo this has to be black. We can't cast an Ashiok. Very nice. We can cast a Dryad. See if it gets countered. It does not. Chromox, yeah, it does that, okay. This is, yeah. Wait, what? Oh no, because of this. So, mountain, forest, plains. That's one of our red sources. Circle of Dreams Druid, huh? Hmm. Is that good for us? Or just good for them? Hmm. Certainly an interesting one. I think we play out the Una Sprawler because it gives us the best shot of doing busted stuff. Or maybe we just play out the Ashiok, but they could easily have something that punishes the Ashiok here. I don't even know if it matters. We're gonna try this. Okay. We nail nothing. Alrighty. What you got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 mana. Deranged Hermit. Okay. Just Circle of Dreams Druid into the best possible thing to Circle of Dreams Druid into. Snapcaster. Thirst for Discovery? Okay. Pest Infestation? Destroy up to X. Okay, yeah, sure. They get 6 things. Oh, mine's an artifact too. Mine's an enchantment, rather. Yeah, now they do that into my Planeswalker. I don't have a catch-up mechanic. Understandable. No idea what the hell I'm doing here. Um, yeah, we do this. Means I at least have to throw some attention at it. Primetime Eternal Witness. Pretty good start in this game for them, I guess, huh? We can Una's Prowler and we can Phantasmal Image the Deranged Hermit. I think that's probably our best pathway to victory. God, we can't do both because of the fucking mana cost. Whatever. Yeah, we do just Deranged Hermit here. Let me pass. Unable to do anything else. This just gives all squirrels. Okay. They have to pay. They will because they have a million mana. We can't because we literally don't have the mana. One card in hand. What is it? Interesting. Okay, any of it attacked there? All of it? Now we're actually live. Well, no, we're not because we cast the deranged tournament. Yeah. I think we do have to block. We can't block with the deranged tournament. Yeah. So we draw a basic island. Well, we're gonna play out the Phyrexian Metamorph. We're going to make it a ranged hermit. And now we can pay. So we have 8 3/3s, they have 4 3/3s. No attacks. Mystical Tutor? Fucking Christ. Oh my god. Good news is that that's not really a lot of stuff for them. They spent their whole turn getting it. So this is just a redraw. Sure. What? Okay. They didn't do anything. Okay, so point of fact, if you don't do anything at all with your extra turn, it's really bad. I would love to. Smuggler's Copter, huh? You can't attack because they do just kill us on the backswing. Do they? 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yep, they do. 2 cards. Consecrated Sphinx? You gotta be fucking kidding me. Ugh, that's pretty gross. Sheesh. Those have been pretty okay. Let's see if I can find a way to try and beat them. We draw a Marsh Flats, which does nothing. Ugh. We're gonna play this out. We're going to play out the Smuggler's Copter as well. We're gonna hold off on that. They can't attack with it now because we can activate. Yeah. Still can't really attack into the 4/6 now. It's even worse than it was before. There are 12 cards. Utopia Sprawl. That does not draw a card, so. Wait, they've only drawn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 lands? Half the cards in their deck are just lands now? They're just gonna hardcast a fucking Eldrazi? They can't miss. What is this? They draw 8 lands. 9. 10 lands. Half their deck is lands right now. Hydroid Crisis for fucking 11? Can they die here? Can Bindweed kill them? Does that have trample? It does have trample. Azure Signet, okay. Opposition, sure. Opposition, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Okay. They're living their dream, I guess. Yeah. Shit. Okay. Any way you want it. Alrighty, well. Good job, Wapo. You really got there, buddy. What you gotta do? Go to the next one step, please. Yeah, well, our cards are secure enough, I guess. Stack the triggers wrong. Our opponent's just fucking around right now. Opponent literally just wasting my time. No reverence for the time of others, I guess. Yeah, good job. You had a MOX in your opening hand, and I was on the play for the third time in one draft. Um, this does kill a MOX. What was bad? Ashiok. Planeswalkers in general don't seem very good here. This one's a little cheaper, this one's a little more expensive. I think my plan is a good one. I just have to execute it. We get to be on the play this time. Maybe we can get our MOX in our hand or something. Nope, instead we have a hand that does nothing. We have another hand that does nothing. At least this time we get to cast an Ashiok or a Dismember or something. Yeah, whatever, we'll put the Ulamog on the bottom. Xander's Lounge, let's do it. See what my opponent has. Well, we have the Dismember. I think we have to hold, considering they're already so far ahead on cards. We do have an uncontested Planeswalker right now. Uro does not do it. Uro does nothing for me, unfortunately. If their plans to do nothing, I can abide that. Snapcaster Mage, huh? Well, we'll play out a Grief. Oh, okay. Deranged Hermit, Consecrated Sphinx. Tough call. I guess we do just take the Deranged Hermit. Yeah. They do nothing. They get rid of Basic Island. Jesus. Okay. Well. Muldrifter. Muldrifter's actually okay. Play out the Scalding Tarn. Pass the turn, and they get to cast that, I guess. Yeah, cool. Just cast it straight into open fucking mana. Zero cares in the world. Alrighty. Jesus. Talk about fucking balls, huh? We already have the Xander's Lounge, which is a mountain. So we'll go get the Zagoth Triome. Okay. Well, that's enough for my opponent. Also, the first time we've actually gotten to do that and have it matter. I don't know what it is, we just can't seem to draw those sets of cards together. What seems good? Custodial Lich actually doesn't seem bad if they don't land literally deranged from it. But they also have the Pest Infestation, so that does seem like it's a little worse as well. Braids seems okay with our Bitter Blossom and Grist, so I don't think I take that out. Vraska also seems like it's not too good. I think we still keep that out. On the draw again, we have a MOX. We have nothing to do though. That's the problem. Now we have some stuff to do, I guess, but it's not much. Keep it, and this is Island Swamp, so we'll put Island on the bottom. They're on them all as well. Maybe their hand's not too good. Utopia Sprawl. Yeah, turn 1 ramp spell. Alright, fair enough, I guess. I think we do just, well, we could play out the Marsh Flats. Yeah, I think it's fine to play out the Marsh Flats, then we get to decide if we need to use the Dismember on something. Charter Course? Sure. Looking for a land. Do they get it? They sure do. No punishment in this world. We're gonna get the Zagoth Triome. Grist. Okay. Well, I mean, I don't mind a Grist, but it's not doing anything for us right now. Cast it next turn, I suppose. We might not have a third land. What's this? Uro? Yep. Cool. Did they get there? Sure do. Good job. Azure Signet. Wow. Our opponent on the nothing you can interact with plan. Pretty cool, I guess, for them. Jesus. Alright, well, we're gonna play out a Grist here and just try and leverage that to a victory. With our Gilded Drake and Phantasmal Image and removal spells in hand. We do have to actually do this, so yeah, we'll do that. Now, what do we got here? Consecrated fucking Sphinx. Of course it is. Well, we're going to Phantasmal Image and Gilded Drake, so they can go ahead and fuck themselves. We do have Double Island. Nice Consecrated Sphinx. Be a shame if I had 2 of them. Nice. I think we just pass the turn here. I feel slightly more confident now that we get to draw 5 cards each turn. Yeah, I'll say yes this time. Interesting. I'll say yes this time too. We're definitely going to be casting a Grief next turn. Time Warp? Sure, buddy. First. Oh no! Um, so the thing is, I think we actually do draw the cards here. Circle of Dreams, Druid, Razor Bridge Thicket. Yeah. Yes. We've yet to draw the EMRAKUL. There's the Ulamog. I think Ulamog is enough. We're gonna say no to this one. We've drawn enough cards. Okay. Upkeep, Ephemerate. Buddy. That did not work out the way you wanted it to. I own the Drake, my friend. Not you. I don't even want the cards anymore. No thanks. Sorry, not doing it. Let's see. Lexile, Bitter Blossom. What you got? Right, well, that's enough for them. They concede the game just off of that. You weren't even really looking for the grief, that was just a byproduct. Yeah, I mean, I almost feel bad about the stuff I said about my opponent, but also they had a literally perfect draw in the first game. So, not a big deal. And then we just drew so unlucky in most of our games, just utterly miserable. We had the MOX one time in this whole actual draft, I think. Either way, getting to draft again because we won 100 play points is nice, but the real value was friends we made along the way. Please leave a comment and subscribe and tell all your friends about me. I'm going to be doing a lot more Vintage Cube. You can look forward to this video and more like it on my channel, Robot Relic. Thank you so much for tuning in and have a wonderful, beautiful day.